Hey folks, it's Kevin Beasley from New Start Realty and Relocation in Surprise, Arizona. And I'm really ticked off right now. This video is basically for people who have less than perfect credit. If you have a credit score of over 735 and you're trying to rent a property, you're more than likely going to get approved. But, those of us who went through some hard times and are struggling and your credit score's under 700, or say if you're over 625 and you're having some trouble, if you had over 625, I got news for you. You can buy a home. If you got a little bit of down payment, or if you're a vet, we can go zero down. But if you have to rent, you're going, it's kind of a struggle out there. I'm really, really ticked off, and I'm getting ready to file my first ethics violation on a lady who actually took 10 days after we applied to give us a denial, only to give us a denial. I am so ticked off right now, I could spit bullets. But, that's why there's a lot of these guys. People come to me all the time, and I'll just tell them straight up, I've dealt with these people before, and I'm not going to show their properties. So, if you want to go against my advice and go look at a property, you can find another realtor to show it to you. That's fine. But I've done hundreds of these things, guys, and I'm going to tell you, I know who's cool and I know who's not, but, brokerage changes, names change, new people come up, and I can't really, keep up with everybody. So I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. But I'm running into this a lot, people, this little gal got turned down twice now, and she's got over a 600 score, a single mother. And the first thing I do when I call is to check the availability of the property. They say, yes, it's available. My next question is going to be, are there any apps on the property? And if they say yes, I could say, well, can you tell me how strong it is, or do you think it's going to go through? And then they'll say, well, it doesn't look too good. I think it's going to get denied. And it's like, then I'll go on a little bit about why is it going to be denied, And if it's like, if they tell me, well, they had a eviction. Well, that's kind of a negative strike. So I'll go ahead and I'll say, okay, well, I'll relate this to my client, and I'll say, look, if you want to apply for it, you got a chance of getting it. So I'll apply. Then so we pay the app fee, usually $40 to $50 a piece. So I want to make sure that, when you guys fill out my intake, I go over this to make sure that we're a good fit. If they tell me yes, then, we can go on. I want to make sure that, I want to make sure that, you're a good fit for the home, and that the homeowner is a good fit for you. And so we apply for it, and usually within 2 to 4 days, depending on how fast they can really check out your previous rental history, if they have one, then that should be the time frame. So anybody over 4 or 5 days, forget about it. Something's wrong. And this is where I've been. I'm really ticked. I'm going to talk to the Association of Realtors and the ethics department and see where I need to go to try to solve this, because 10 days, people. We submitted an app on 2/21, and just today they say, oh yeah, we're getting ready to get an answer for you. We're having trouble getting a hold. They blow us off. First of all, then they say there's 2 other apps on the property. Well, that's not fair to my client, because she has less than perfect credit. And then we finally get a call. We applied on 2/21. We get a call 3/2. You've been denied. And she said, I'm sorry, but they denied all the other apps. I said, so when I called you, you had no apps. You wait 10 days, and now you tell us we're denied. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, okay, well, you know what? You just won your first ethics violation case, in my opinion, because that's not fair dealings. You know, as realtors, we owe a fiduciary to our owners or to our sellers. We try to do whatever we can to do, but we also owe fair dealings to other people, and it's that broad. The violation for ethics is that broad. Fair dealings. So what we do is we go now. I'm going to file, whether this little gal wants to or not. I'm bringing it up because obviously to string us along 10 days isn't freaking fair. So we'll see what the ethics committee says about it. But guys, you know, when you call me, I can't come out right out and say, hey, this is a scandalous realtor. Don't deal with so-and-so realty. Don't deal with that real. I can't do that because then I'm in violation of ethics. So all I'm going to say is, you know what? I'm not going to show that property. I'm not going to tell you who the brokerage is. I'm just going to say they haven't dealt fairly with my clients. That's what the attorney suggested I say. So that's what I'm going to say. And because I'm sick of it. But I'll always do what you say. If you want to see it, even though they know they're scandalous people, I'll go ahead and show it to you. So anyway, that's a lot of trouble that we run into in the rental market. So I just wanted to pass that along to you. So when you put an application, expect an answer within no later than 4 days or something's up. So I hope everybody has a great day, and feel free to call me at any time with any questions. You can reach me at 602-920-2201.